All right. Hi, we are here with Josh, who we helped get his next level job with a significant salary increase in his industry in under 90 days. And it was a pleasure working with Josh. Such a great guy. Hi, Josh. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Yeah, no problem. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. So we just have a couple of questions, and I'd love to hear from you. Where were you in your job search before you decided to work with Jack and I?
So the short answer is I was lost. There's
Okay.
an overwhelming number of articles and things that you should do for your job search and resume. And I realized that after talking with you guys, you just expedited everything and made it simple and easy to understand and to learn. So that was the best part.
Awesome.
So, Josh, what would you say would be the best part of the program that you experienced?
That would be probably you, Jack, and Kara, your quick replies, knowing that you were in my corner and the coaching that you guys have, and just the fact that you're there and you're responsive to know that if I'm struggling or if I have questions or doubts, you're there and you're ready to relieve those fears or doubts. And you put me in the better right direction mentally that allowed me to be successful in this job opportunity searches.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pleasure to work with you. We did a lot of fun stuff together, mindset, interview prep, and what I really loved is seeing you kind of shift when we were talking. You're like, "Oh my gosh, golden nugget! I didn't even think about that." And I loved hearing at the end of the calls, like, "Oh man, I'm really glad that we connected," because you're like, "No, I wasn't thinking about booking a call, but I'm glad that we did." And then hearing afterwards, like, "Oh man, they did ask that question in the interview. I'm glad we prepped for that." So,
Absolutely. That was a major takeaway too. As you know, there was questions that appeared right after that, and some of the responses that you offer at the end of interviews. The current job I'm at now, the HR lady stopped and said, "I've never heard such a good question in the hundreds of people that I've interviewed for this job." So thank you for that one, Kara. It sealed the deal.
yeah, and one of the things that we talk about is mindset too, and making a big change. You had been at your company for a long time, and making a big change is scary, right? It just is scary. And so I know you and Jack worked a lot about making sure that you're confident and really excited. And before we hit record, you're like, "Man, I'm so glad I made this decision." It was just so exciting to hear that confidence be there.
Absolutely. And it's a real boost of confidence too when I get to talk to Jack and he eases my fears and he's putting some sense of normalcy to what my fears are. It's totally common once you're in a comfy job to be a little nervous to go on to something new.
Yeah.
But after talking with you and realizing that I was underpaid, which was a big thing, and then how many opportunities there are for me and what my worth is in the marketplace, that was game changing for me for the mindset.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of people do, once they're in the job for a long time or a lot of years, they don't realize that they are underpaid in the market until they start getting out there. But getting out there is hard if you don't have a game plan. And like you said at the beginning, expediting that feels so much better instead of feeling like, "What do I do? How do I take all these advice and kind of put it together?" So if someone was sitting there with us today and they're like, "Man, this is an investment. I don't know. It's a little scary." But they know they want to make a change in their career like you did, what would you kind of tell them?
I would say just pull the trigger and go for it because it's not so much just investing in a career, but it's opening a lot of doors. So you're really investing in your future. And to invest with you guys, I think is a really smart move. I mean, you guys cleared the way, you paved the way, and you helped me through the processes. So if you're on the fence about joining, do it. You guys helped me secure a pay raise when I realized that I was underpaid. And then from that pay raise, I think it was 35% increase. And then from there, we almost doubled it with the new job. So
Yeah.
whatever you're hung up on, don't worry about it. You can talk with me, Jack, Kara. They're willing to help you and they will help you succeed.
I mean, let's talk about the ROI. That was really exciting. Not only did we get you a 35% increase at your current job, and then I think it was like an 80% increase in your new job. Results not typical, but man, talk about life-changing money. And you were commuting like an hour and plus every single day one way. Now you get to work remote. You get to see your kids. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was only able to see my kids for about a half hour, maybe an hour each night, Monday through Friday. And it was about a 4-hour commute total each day. And now I'm working from home completely remote. And the company that I'm working for is phenomenal. And you guys really helped me to make sure that this was not just the right next job for me, but it was the correct job for my future. And I think you guys set that up beautifully.
Well, say hello to the new Josh, a whole new life. I love it. Well, thanks so much for sharing, Josh. Congratulations on your new chapter, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you both.